Ladies and gentlemen, the bitches of the view are wrong again, and I don't know how they managed to screw up so much. Let's take a look, shall we?
Co-host is CNN political commentator and former White House communications director, Alyssa Farah Griffin. Hello. Fox News' host, Tucker Carlson, is apparently a big hit in Russia right now. The website Mother Jones posted a leaked Kremlin war memo instructing Russian state media to play Tucker Carlson clips as much as possible. And Tulsi Gabbard is being accused of spreading Russian false flag propaganda. Here's what they've both been saying about the war. Take a look.
Democrats in Washington have told you have a patriotic duty to hate Vladimir Putin. It's not a suggestion.
I kind of like Putin. He reminds me of a richer me, because definitely, if Texas was destroyed and I'm the president of small Texas, I would definitely try to reestablish Texas. So
it's a mandate. Anything less than hatred for Putin is treason. Hating Putin has become the central purpose of America's foreign policy. Secret biolabs, like the secret biolabs Ukraine definitely doesn't have. Ukraine has those. Yes, it does.
Now let's put that in context, ladies and gentlemen. Let me show you this video. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Undersecretary of State. Let's see what she has to say about these biolabs that we don't have in Ukraine. Fauci, that fucker. He's been doing this for decades. He's been screwing over several presidents, and now chickens are coming home to roost. Let's go and watch it though.
I have a minute left. Let me ask you, does Ukraine have chemical or biological weapons?
Ukraine has biological research facilities, which in fact we are now quite concerned Russian forces may be seeking to gain control of. So we are working with the Ukrainians on how they can prevent any of those research materials from falling into the hands of Russian forces should they approach.
I'm sure you're aware that the Russian propaganda groups are already putting out there all kinds of information about how they've uncovered a plot by the Ukrainians to release biological weapons in the country and with NATO's coordination. If there's a biological or chemical weapon incident or attack inside of Ukraine, is there any doubt in your mind that 100% it would be the Russians that would be behind it?
There is no doubt in my mind, Senator, and it is
25 to 30 US funded biolabs in Ukraine. According to the US government, these biolabs are conducting research on dangerous pathogens. Now, like COVID, these pathogens know no borders. If they are inadvertently or purposely breached or compromised, they will quickly spread all throughout Europe, the United States, and the rest of the world, causing untold suffering and death.
So just like the like the Wuhan lab that we didn't fund under Fauci. So Fauci has done this from president to president to president. It didn't matter if the president was Democratic or Republican. He's done it. Fauci's a war criminal. Understand me, people. He's a war criminal. This is like his little get off, which is really insane. He did it since George Bush Sr.'s era. Think about that. I was coming out of high school when George Bush Sr. was president. Served under Clinton. I said, yeah, Clinton was after Clinton, George Bush Jr. Anyway, he's a war criminal. This is what he does. And people don't get it. And especially not the idiots of the view. They don't understand, see?
So Mitt Romney claims Gabbard is pushing treasonous lies that could cost lives.
Number one, Mitt Romney is treasonous. And when you want to talk about treason, you're talking about hanging people, executing people. So the fact that they toss that word out there, It's not a light thing. It's not an easy thing. You want to talk about treason? Let's talk about what you've done to the country, President Biden. But let's continue.
So I'm just going to open it up to the table. What the hell's going on?
So I think Mitt Romney is absolutely right, by the way. So what this
Well, she's an idiot, so of course you would think he's right.
is the Russian
And it's not propaganda. Your own Undersecretary of the United States just admitted, yes, we have biolabs there. Yes, we're funding this research. Yes, we helped build it. So how's it propaganda if we actually did it?
are spreading propaganda to try to create a pretext for potentially using chemical weapons against the
What's up with her fucking eyebrows? That's kind of bothering me. Anyway.
Ukrainians.
Right.
So what they're parroting, what Tucker Carlson parrots every night on Fox News, what Tulsi Gabbard is spreading.
Tucker Carlson, Tulsi Gabbard are parroting and spreading the truth. We actually did that.
Is actually helping Putin get away with criminal acts against innocent Ukrainian civilians. It's horrifying. And what's so hard for me to understand, we've all been watching in horror as these people are being killed, mothers in maternity wings. Can you imagine taking the position of like, Putin, not so bad of a guy? It's just bizarre. It's un-American.
I mean, what if he gets away with that? I mean,
it's the most watched man in cable news. It's actually a really scary.
I think that's away with it. There's a Tucker and Laura Ingraham and Tulsi Gabbard. Well,
that old bitch should be taken off the TV right now. And this bitch about to speak, oh my God. Can you get one word right? Your jaws are so packed, nobody can understand you. Go on a keto diet. Take a walk around the neighborhood. Do fucking something.
oh, listen, the Fox board of directors should really step in. If they call themselves patriots and they, it's not enough to be posting flags about Ukraine. There's a bunch of folks on that board of directors list, like my friend Paul Ryan, who I wish would be weighing in and saying, we cannot be Russian state TV.
So understand this, right, ladies and gentlemen? What are you going to do? Step in and say, hey, Tucker, don't tell the truth. Say what we want you to say. Look at her fucking eyes. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to look at it. Look at it. Oh, my God. You're going to say, don't tell the truth? Yeah, we had biolabs there. And in that congressional interview, she says, we're worried about the Russians getting a hold of this research. And it's like, what the fuck are you researching that you're worried that the Russians will get a hold of it? Number one. Number two, why would you have a bio research lab that close to Russia? Stupid. Anyway, let's go.
At least not every hour.
But what's I guess for me, the question is, what is in it for someone like Tucker Carlson, right? I mean, is it money? Who's paying him that money?
Yeah.
I'm not making any allegations, but it's just.
Actually, you just did. Sonny Houston. Number one, you suck. Number two, you always lie. Always. You're never truthful, ever. But let's go, people.
It doesn't make sense that he would do this kind of thing. I mean, he also says that the United States helped encourage the Russian invasion. He said the United States engineered a coup in Ukraine in the name of democracy. He, as we just mentioned, confirmed these Russian.
All of those are facts. I'm not even going to say we're wrong for doing it. Hell, I might agree with it. I don't know. But all those are facts. It's not like he was lying.
Claims about bioweapons. And he's characterizing this situation as a border dispute, right? And so what is in it for him? I know that he's visited Moscow and other places, and you can tell me in my ear if I'm wrong about that. But
You're an idiot. Get that in your ear. Did you hear that? You're an idiot.
I just don't understand what the
On the Dan Dawson Show, I'll never need anybody to tell me anything in my ear because I know what I'm talking about, and that's how I do my show.
impetus is.
I hope he's planning to move to Moscow because he's not going to be welcome here for much longer.
You're not welcome here, Joy Behar. We don't want you here. You can stay in U.S. number 2, but we do not want you down here.
I
think,
Do his viewers like it?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think his ratings have
support.
dropped at all. And look, but I think that's an incredibly relevant question.
Okay, so listen to Marble Mouth.
And I think DOJ, in the same way that it is setting up a task force to investigate oligarchs, should.
DOJ set up, they have not set up a task force to investigate oligarchs. They've set up a task force to investigate you, wanting to know what your kids are being taught at school. Feckless.
Look into people who are Russian propagandists and shilling for Putin. That's being, if you are a foreign asset to a dictator, it should be investigated. In fact, I remember when Tulsi Gabbard, and I even hate that we're discussing it because I think to myself, who is this woman? She's
Who are you, you marble mouth bitch? Let's continue, shall we?
she's no longer in Congress. She's a failed presidential candidate. She only practically exists on Twitter. And the fact that we're giving her oxygen is what makes her relevant, that we're talking about her on Hot Topics. But on the other hand, how do you not call out something that is repeating false Russian propaganda that has been brought up?
It's not false. It's not false. Your own undersecretary of the United States of fucking America just admitted it in front of fucking Congress. It's not false. It's the truth. Dumb bitch.
They used to arrest people for doing stuff like this. If they thought you were colluding with a Russian agent, if they thought you were putting out information or taking information and handing over to Russia, they used to actually investigate stuff like this. And I guess now,
What is going on with this woman? Anyway, that's why they want to disarm you. Everything comes back to the Second Amendment. I'm telling you, there's not a video I've done in the last probably 4 months where everything does not come back to the Second Amendment. Because they can do whatever they want to you if you don't have a weapon. Stay armed, America.
there seems to be no bars, and people are not being told to hate Putin. Putin doesn't need a reason to be hated. It's pretty much clear.
He started a war.
He started an unnecessary war.
But this is kind of like,
wanted.
isn't this?
And we have started several wars. Now, I'm no Putin apologist, right? I think what he's doing in the Ukraine is disgusting. It's ridiculous. It should have never happened, right? At the same time, if I were the leader of Russia, I can't say I wouldn't have done the same thing. If I was 68, almost 70, coming to the end of times, and they're saying hey, he has a, he's probably going to die soon. I can't say I wouldn't do the same thing. I can't say it. I can say if I were the leader of Russia at 30 and I had my whole life ahead of me, I wouldn't do it. It's crazy. All right, let's go.
Contributing to the death and destruction of the country and the civilians there?
Well, this is why I say, how can they pat themselves on the back and say, good job?
Well,
when you know he just blew up a hospital with children. Well, Fox viewers know it. They see it.
Fox viewers do know it. My concern also is, do the Russian people?
Here's the thing, right? So why do Fox viewers know it, but CNN and MSNBC viewers don't know it? Think about that for a second.
People don't know it.
No.
I know this weekend, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think Instagram was taken down in
Yes.
Russia. They really are. They almost have a digital curtain now over all information coming out of Russia. And I think a lot of Russians, they're
Which is something that should be scary for the United States of America.
reporting, they believe that this war is some sort of great mission.
They think it's a peacekeeping mission because that's what's being reported on state
Except
TV.
for the people who are out protesting.
Right, but in the same way, it almost seems impossible to believe, and then you realize.
Marble mouth. God damn. Hey. Keep the sushi rolls out of your mouth. It's really getting embarrassing. Okay, thank you.
There's people in America who think January 6th was, some sort of patriotic
Stay armed, America.
There seems to be no bars, and people are not being told to hate Putin. Putin doesn't need a reason to be hated. It's pretty much clear.
He started a war.
He started an unnecessary war.
But this is kind of like,
wanted.
isn't this
And we have started several wars. Now, I'm no Putin apologist, right? I think what he's doing in the Ukraine is disgusting. It's ridiculous. It should have never happened, right? At the same time, if I were the leader of Russia, I can't say I wouldn't have done the same thing. If I was 68, almost 70, coming to the end of times, and they're saying that he has a, he's probably going to die soon. I can't say I wouldn't do the same thing. I can't say it. I can say if I were the leader of Russia at 30 and I had my whole life ahead of me, I wouldn't do it. It's crazy. All right, let's go.
Contributing to the death and destruction of the country and the civilians there?
Well, this is why I say, how can they pat themselves on the back and say, good job?
Well,
When you know he just blew up a hospital with children. Well, Fox viewers know it, they see it.
Fox viewers do know it. My
Yeah.
concern also is, do the Russian people
Here's the thing, right? So why do Fox viewers know it, but CNN and MSNBC viewers don't know it? Think about that for a second.
don't know it.
No.
I know this weekend, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think Instagram was taken down in
Yes.
Russia. They really are. They almost have a digital curtain now over all information coming out of Russia. And I think a lot of Russians, they're
Which is something that should be scary for the United States of America.
reporting, they believe that this war is some sort of great mission.
They think it's a peacekeeping mission because that's what's being reported on state
Except
TV.
for the people who are out protesting.
All right, but in the same way,
Yes.
it almost
Yes.
seems impossible to believe, and then you realize,
Marble mouth. God damn. Hey. Keep the sushi rolls out of your mouth. It's really getting embarrassing. Okay, thank you.
there's people in America who think January 6th was, some sort of patriotic act. So misinformation works.
If John
Gonna take this down. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. The ladies of the View want Tucker Carlson arrested for words. And this is the place we come to in this country where it's time to say, bye-bye. You go do your thing. We'll do ours. You see, they already want to take away your Second Amendment values, your rights. And without the Second Amendment, no other amendment could stand. You see the type of people they are. They've made their money. They're worse than the Russian oligarchs. They sit back in their mansions and they tell you what to do. Are you going to take it, America? I would hope not. And if so, then go break away and form your own countries. Most states are big enough to form their own countries anyway, so maybe we'll become just like a big giant Europe. But anyway, I don't agree with what they're saying. Anybody. And it's not like Tucker's lying. See, that's the crazy part. I showed you the video about the biolabs. Yeah, we have biolabs there. Probably Dr. Fauci, who had, there's no bio research going on financed in the US or by the US in Wuhan. And then the CDC comes out and says, yeah, we're financing that research, the gain of function research. This is a madman who needs to be arrested and taken to prison. And I have no doubt there's going to be another biological release. I have no doubt about it at all. Just the question is how we're going to deal with it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this episode of the Dan Dawson Show. Like, subscribe, share, and as always, especially in these days and times, keep your powder dry and do what you got to do.